Hi, I want you to look at this picture. This is a guy, you know, I don't know why, because it's kind of crazy to try it, but his cell phone wasn't working and he opened it up. I don't even know how to open up my cell phone. And he opened up the cell phone and he's looking inside. And my gosh, there's like 10,000 parts in a cell phone, and it seems almost crazy to open it up. So many things can go wrong if you start to look, if you start to open up your cell phone and look inside. It's just too complicated. Why are we talking about that? Okay, so I've had a long life. I've been in many, many kinds of business. I've I've lived in many countries, very successful life. But there's one thing I can tell you about life. It's very, very complicated. Okay? Your life is much more complex. Your life is much more complicated than the inside of a cell phone. Okay? Uh, if one small part in a cell phone is broken, one small part, then you're going to have trouble with the cell phone. Probably it won't work. Okay? And life is just the same. Life is much more complicated than a cell phone. In the next picture, you can see, I don't know, I was watching the skateboarding in Japan Olympics, and I start to remember when I was skateboarding when I was a kid. And all I remember is falling down a lot. And look, you have to understand one thing from a successful person who's lived a long life is very complicated. And there are many, many things that can go wrong. Okay. And if the thing goes wrong a little bit and you fall down, then of course you're going to feel disappointed. You're going to feel like life is so much work, life is so difficult. And I think, and it happened to me many, many times over a long life, you will start to think to yourself, I'm not a very good person. I'm not successful. I don't know how to live my life well. I'm sort of a failure. Okay. And life is so difficult. And it's so difficult to have a successful life that it's easy to start feeling sort of upset at yourself. Okay. Not other people. There's a special kind of anger or a special kind of upset that you feel about yourself. Why did I fall down? Why don't I succeed? Why am I not successful? Why did this go wrong? Why did this relationship go wrong? Why did this business go wrong? Why did these things go wrong in my life? And the DCI global system is largely based on this ancient wisdom, 2,000-year-old wisdom that we get from the ancient books. And I have something to share with you from one of the ancient books. And here it is. Okay. It's very funny. If you have a problem in your life, or you have a problem in your business, or you have a problem in your relationships, here's the ancient 2,000-year-old advice. Number one, if you can fix it, if you can fix the problem, then shut up and fix it. Stop complaining, stop whining, stop worrying, stop talking about it. If this problem is fixable, then stop worrying about it and just do something to fix it. Okay? If it's fixable, then just start working and fix it and be quiet. Okay? Don't just stop saying too much, stop complaining too much. If some situation, business, personal, family, if you have a problem, if it's fixable, then stop complaining and fix it. Okay? Then this ancient wisdom has another line. It's very beautiful in the ancient language. The next line says, if you have a problem and it's not fixable, if it's just too complicated, if it's too difficult, if the circumstances in your country or your family or your business, if it's not a problem that you can fix, then just be quiet and relax. Okay, you can't fix it. Okay, just be quiet and relax. Okay, don't trouble yourself. Don't make yourself crazy. Okay, so here's the advice from 2,000 years ago. If something goes wrong in your life, and things will go wrong in your life, because life is more complicated than the inside of a cell phone. Okay, there's so many things that can go wrong in your life. Okay, you're gonna have problems sometimes. There's gonna be boo-boos, there's gonna be mistakes, there's gonna be problems. If you can fix them, stop worrying, get to work, fix it. If it's like a special kind of problem, I don't know, something in your country, like a virus, okay, in the world, if you cannot personally fix it, then just stop worrying and try to relax, okay? If there's nothing you can do, don't keep troubling yourself. Just relax. Do what you can do it, and then relax, okay? Now, in the next picture here, there's a special wisdom that I'd like to share with you from the ancient times. And it says, actually, there, all your problems, actually, all your problems in this complicated life, they can be fixed. Okay, you can fix them. Why? And it's a very, very simple idea. Okay, and I want you to think about it. Okay, maybe you heard me talk about it, maybe you didn't, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I have here a toy pen. You know, actually it works, and I have a pen that I like to use, and so here's a pen. Okay, now if I hold it up to you and I say, what is this thing? Then of course you're going to tell me, well, Geshe Michael, it's a pen. I said, what do you use it for? And you're going to say, oh, you use it for writing. Okay, all right. And if a dog comes in this room, do they see a pen? Do they want to write something? And you say, no, 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 Geshe, when you hold this up to a dog, then the dog would, maybe they will bite it, okay? Maybe they will chew it. It sounds silly. It doesn't sound very important, okay? It doesn't sound like it's gonna change how you feel about yourself, for example. But I'll tell you something. If a dog sees this one way, and if a human sees this a different way, then actually how they see it is coming from themselves. It's coming from your mind to the thing, okay? How you see this thing is coming from your mind. And it means any failure in your life, anything in your life that didn't go well, and you start to doubt yourself. Oh, I fell down. You know, I'm not very good. I didn't succeed. And you start to have a special kind of anger, and that's self-anger. You're upset at me, okay? And we all have this problem, you know. We start to get upset at me, okay? Oh, I did something wrong. I failed, okay? Something like that. What you need to understand, what we need to remember is that those mistakes and those problems, they are just coming somehow from our mind. They are coming from seeds in our mind. We can change our whole life. We can change our success. We can change our relationships because ultimately they are coming from me. Whatever problems you have in your life, whatever things you couldn't do well, you can change them. Just change the seeds in your mind. Well, Geshe, how do I change the seeds in my mind? Okay, next picture here. You can see, I don't know, this car broke. They were driving down the road. These three ladies were driving. Actually, two ladies were driving down the road and their car broke. Okay. And then the third lady, she saw they're having trouble with their car and she stopped her car and she got out of her car and she went to help them to fix their car. Okay. When you reach out to another person, when you have your own problems, when you have your own failures, when you feel upset at yourself and you think, oh, I'm not successful, then the way to fix the problem is to help somebody else, okay? When you help other people with their problems, then you plant special seeds in your mind, and then those seeds change the situation, and you will find yourself becoming very, very successful. And you won't have this feeling of being upset about yourself. Pause when you think you're not doing well. Find someone else you can help, and that will immediately change your seeds. Okay, so that's another kind of upset that we can easily overcome. And now we'll look at a longer program. We'll talk about the whole program that we can do step by step to handle every kind of problem in your life. Thank you.